everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps and the first video of our new soap collection, Jungle Oasis. This collection is inspired by all things leafy and green, vibrant colors, exotic fragrances, and we're going to be making two soaps in today's video. The first one is called Hibiscus Mist, and without further ado, let's make some soap. Admittedly, I'm a little nervous about this one. Any soap that I have to make with color gradients in it is always a little bit tricky because you don't really know if you've picked the right colors at the beginning. We may have to make some adjustments on the fly. It's fine. Pour in our lye water solution and blend it on up. Gonna pour off our accents. Glub, glub, glub. All right, we're gonna start with our largest layer first. This is also going to be the lightest layer. Pour in our pink colorant and our white. Blend it all together. Add in our secret sauce fragrance. Gonna start by blending this in by hand. I've been burnt by some fragrances recently that started accelerating like crazy. And we'll pour it into our big slab mold. This slab mold is custom made by July at Winnie and Walt. It is my favorite mold that I have. I love that everything is marked, and the blue liner has treated me so well. Scrapey, scrapey on my big container. Now for round two, we're gonna do a darker pink. Pour it all in and blend it on up. Just look at that color. It looks like ice cream. Add in our fragrance. Gonna blend this in by hand, taking my time. Very gently, I'm gonna pour this layer over the top of the other. And I do want to make sure that this is a very thin layer. So I am gonna have to move my spatula all around, and then I'll tap it gently on the ground just to get out any air bubbles and sort of level off the batter. And our darker pink before the mica line. Blend it up. Blend this in by hand. All right, I'm just gonna ladle this in. As you can see, it is just a bit darker than the layer underneath. Exactly what we wanted. And using some green mica, we're just going to gently tap it all over this layer. Kind of represent the leaves on a hibiscus plant. Just clean up these edges here, and now we can work on that final layer. Final color. Look how beautiful. This is a custom blend. I hope it ends up being kind of a fuchsia pink. And the final bit of fragrance oil. All right, final layer here. This beautiful, rich, dark pink. Just smooth this out. Just gonna use a little bit of this dark pink mica. You can barely tell the difference, but once it has saponified, you'll be able to see the shine a little more tomorrow. Same thing with the Cosmic Carolyn. All right, now we're ready to texture. Ooh, it's kind of like gelato. Might do a bit of a soupy texture on top. Just enough to really grab a hold of our botanical we're putting on top. Now I'm going to put a super light sprinkling of hibiscus petals and hibiscus tea on top. Feeling really good about this one. The fragrance is incredible. Finally, we will spritz the top with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and put the lid on and put it to sleep for 18 to 24 hours. And then we'll come back and take a look at the inside after this quick commercial break. Oh, this soap smells so good. Hold on, let Caleb sniff it. Yeah, hibiscus guava.
Oh, yes.
So good. Let's slice into it and give it some commentary on design. I love it. Okay, so this pink will darken over time. You guys know how Cosmic Carolyn does. She always looks a little bit orange, and then after it sits for like 15 to 20 minutes, it will pink up. I do think the gradient is just subtle enough. This creamy white color down here is perfect. I love the mica line. I love the balance here. It's really good.
I love hibiscus fact. fact. Let me hit you with one.
All right.
Women in Tahiti and Hawaii wear hibiscus flowers behind the right ear when they want to announce that they are single and ready for a Pringle.
Do you know what? You want to know something really awesome? I actually already knew that. And let me tell you why. Because when I was in first grade, our teacher made us like fill out a list, right? About all the things we want to do when we grow up. And on my little factoid sheet, I said I wanted to live in Honolulu, Hawaii and be a ballet dancer. I don't know why.
A ballet dancer? Or
yes.
A hula dancer?
No, a ballet dancer.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I really liked ballet and I was taking ballet lessons at the time, but it required us to share a fact about the place we wanted to live, and that is the fact I chose. And I walked around during recess with a little like petunia behind my right ear because I wanted so badly to be like them.
Man. Is that cute or desperate?
I don't know.
Let me hit you with another hibiscus fact.
All right.
Hibiscus petals contain anthocyanins, which change color based on pH. That's why hibiscus tea turns bright red with lemon juice, but it stays dark in alkaline water.
Oh, I didn't know why that happened, but it's really cool. Try that experiment at home, kids. And then drink the tea because hibiscus tea is actually really good. I think the mica line on this one really does set it apart, and the fragrance bloomed and blossomed through the cure. It just gets better and better. This next soap is called Papaya Grove, and in this I included real papaya. I think papaya fruit is some of the prettiest fruit in the world, and it has a lot of sugar content, meaning it will create a very bubbly soap bar. I chopped it all up, put it in a blender, and then I added the papaya puree to my soap oils. I think you guys are really going to love the colors on this soap, so let's go ahead and make it. We're going to start by adding our blended papaya straight into our soap making oils. This will make sure that it's evenly distributed throughout the entire batch. Glob, glob, glob. Give it a quick mix. We're going to pour in our lye water solution, and we're going to blend this on up until just past emulsion. Now we're going to pour off our 3 accent colors. We're going with a very tropical look today. Accent number 1, accent number 2, and accent number 3. Okay, into our large container, we're adding a little bit of titanium dioxide and a little bit of true yellow. I'm hoping that this gives me a super creamy off-white. Then for our next accent, we're going to do some pumpkinhead orange. This ends up looking a little bit red, kind of like the papaya. Then we're going to do a different orange. This is Orange Vibrance. And finally, this custom blended green. This is going to be very bright. Let's mix these up and see if we like the colors. I'm really pleased with the colors, so we're going to add in the fragrance. This is called Papaya Guava Mango by Nature's Garden. This is my first time working with this fragrance, so I hope it works out. All right, now we're going to start pouring all of these colors into our big container here. I'm leaving just a tiny bit for the top of the soap, almost none. Last one. And let's pour into our mold. And pour all of this luscious soap in. It is absolutely the most fragrant soap I've made this month so far. Now I am going to very quickly add the rest of the soap that I had for my accent colors. I'm trying to rush a little bit because I really want to do a cool swirl on this soap before we add our embed and our botanicals. Put our last orange on top over here. Add a tiny bit of our mica oil on top. And now we will swirl the top. Now I'm gonna mark the soap so I know where to put all of my embeds. Gonna put in our soap embeds. Elisha and Caleb are in the room making Christopher Robin, Winnie the Pooh jokes, and it's making it very difficult for me to concentrate.
This is a very Pooh Bear soap.
It's It's literally not. Nothing about this is Pooh Bear at all.
It reminds me of my home.
How?
And it is yellowish in it. And the red reminds me of my shirt. It would be loving this right now.
Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of poppy seeds on top, just to kind of look like, you know, papaya seeds, but a lot smaller. This soap was honestly a little bit of a pain to make, but it looks really good. We're gonna spritz it with some rubbing alcohol and put it to bed for the next 24 hours. Then we'll come back, we'll see how those swirls turned out after this quick commercial break. Look at this. Look at it. This is definitely my favorite soap top of the month. And I'm gonna level with y'all. Papaya does not smell that good. But this fragrance oil does. So you actually can't smell the papaya fruit. You just smell the really good fragrance. Let's take a look at the inside. Oh yeah, super swirly. I love it. This looks so good. This looks like a fruit smoothie bowl.
That bar is almost as good as this question of the day.
All right, let's hear it.
Would you rather have to shout, "Papaya power!" whenever you finish a task?
How did you say that with a straight face?
Or have to fill any awkward silence with, "And that's the papaya way"?
Definitely, that's the papaya way. I would do that unprompted. I don't need a question of the day to do that. We can just incorporate it into daily life.
You could do both at the same time. So
Okay,
you could,
that's awful.
Yeah. So whenever, let's say you're meeting a friend, an old friend.
You
that
presume I have those.
Yeah, you have old friends. You have friends that are old that you haven't seen in a while, right?
Let's move on.
And you see them for coffee, and it's awkward because reasons. You say, "And that's the papaya way." Your little coffee date finishes, and as you're getting in your car, you've completed your task. You met with your friend, and you go, "Papaya power!" as you drive away.
Well, that's been a very interesting story time with Caleb. Y'all feel free to answer the question of the day down below. I know it's a little bit hard to tell in the camera, but you really can see the difference between the two different oranges, and all the colors blend so well together. And I'm really obsessed with the fragrance. It's a good one. This soap will be available on April 4th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, royaltysoaps.com. And be sure to sign up for our email newsletter down below. We include all sorts of behind the scenes goodies for you there. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Be sure you do something fun for yourself today, like trying a tropical fruit smoothie or maybe collecting another plant. Hey, all of the plant places have got new shipments in for springtime, and I saw a lot of hibiscus plants at my local nursery recently. Definitely gonna have to go get some of those. But you know, I don't really care what you do. Just do something for you, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye for now. Meow.